and you can take advantage of it. If you're a mid-foot, forefoot striker, I would say this shoe will not work for you. Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex, and in today's video we're reviewing the Asics Magic Speed 2, a shoe that was really anticipated by many people, myself included, because of the specs, features that were leaking and everything that this shoe was supposed to be. A training companion to the Metaspeed Plus shoes, Metaspeed Edge Plus, Sky Plus. That was supposed to be the uptempo shoe coming with them, and bringing that similar type of vibe, but in a training version for you to do your marathon, half marathon workouts in this shoe and then race with the older, bigger brother, whatever you want to call them. Is it that shoe? Yes and no. It really depends who you are, and we'll go into that in a second. This shoe was sent to me by Top for Running. Thanks a lot to them. If you want to help the channel, use code META, M-E-T-A. Weight 250 grams in my size US 11, EU 45. This is actually a very good weight for a training companion to a racing shoe. Some races are in that ballpark. So for a training companion, it's a good weight. Width of the platform, nothing too dramatic. It actually has even quite a wide midfoot, which is good, you know, if you need a bit more room here in the midfoot. It translates with that upper, so it's nice if you have a bit of a wider midfoot yourself. If you want to compare the different measurements for the shoes, use the Shoe Super tool on the website metaendurance.com. Geometry score, and this is where it gets super interesting, guys. Flight Foam Blast Plus Midsole. Same compound, same family, same name as on the Nova Blast 3, Nova Blast 3 Trail. And yet, there on the Nova Blast 3, it was 26, 27 on the geometry scale. Here we are looking at 36.5 for Flight Foam Blast Plus. Yes, you heard that well. It's high and it's firm, and yes, it translates into a firmer ride than all the Flight Foam Blast Plus equipped shoes I have tried. Is that due to the sort of, specific flavor of the Flight Foam Blast Plus on this shoe? Is that due to the plate, the 3/4 length plate running in the shoe here? I don't know, but it's firmer for sure, and it's even way firmer in the heel, a bit softer in the forefoot, but still very high on that geometry scale, translating to a firmer than anticipated ride. Upper is, I would say, okay, without any sort of fantastic features to it. The laces are quite poor, and I don't know why Asics cannot step up their game in the lace department, because these laces are really poor, and they are pretty much the same you had on Metaspeed 1. Metaspeed's 2 laces or Metaspeed Plus, sorry, laces are so much better, but these are like Metaspeed 1 laces, and I really didn't like them then. I don't like them now, so no big difference. The cutout in the tongue is interesting, not as good as on the Nova Blast series this year, but still interesting to have that little cutout here that allows your front joint, front ligaments to be better wrapped in the tongue. Semi-gusseted tongue. The lockdown is actually good, I would say. Roomy forefoot, and it's very similar geometry for the heel pocket as on the Nova Blast series. A bit more give to it, not as stout, as on the Nova Blasts, but I would say this geometry for the heel isn't great, and my heel doesn't have that shape, you know. So there's some room here that's not used, and I have some wiggling and stuff there. So that's something I would definitely work on, to have a bit of a better lockdown, especially for a training shoe, which you're supposed to use like many times in a week or many times in a month at least. And you want to have a nice heel lockdown, I would say, for those longer runs, trainings leading up to a peak race. Midsole, again, that Flight Foam Blast is, I wouldn't say disappointing, because it really depends what you were expecting. I was expecting something a little softer, a little bit more compliant, and a little bit more joyful, I would say. This is a serious foam that doesn't have any wow to it, wow effect. It's something that you could find on less, exclusive foams. Even other Flight Foam flavors like regular Flight Foam, I think could do the job as well as this one. For an EVA plus olefin blended foam like here, I think it's a little bit on the disappointing side. Quite firm heel landings, and the forefoot isn't way softer, to be honest. That's sort of the drawbacks. Now the good things, it's a snappy ride. You can really get some nice snappiness out of your forefoot landings, forefoot push-offs with this shoe. You can really use that rocker. It's a very rockered, I don't know if you can see it, it's a very rockered shoe, and you can take advantage of it. If you're a mid-foot, forefoot striker, I would say this shoe will not work for heel strikers. It's out there, I said it, not for heel strikers. I mean, it's not like forbidden, but I just think it's not gonna work for you guys because of the firmness of the heel strike and because of the lack of transitioning to that rocker. The rocker is really moved quite to the forefoot here, and if you don't have that mid-foot, forefoot aggressive foot strike, again aggressive foot strike I think, and quite strong foot strike, I don't think you will enjoy the shoe. I don't think you will find the snappiness in it. So that's pretty much it for the ride. Outsole, outsole compound, it's placed where you need it. It's very similar to the Metaspeed Plus design and placement. Nothing to complain there. It's grippy and that's fine for me. Price point, I'm now a bit hesitant between 150 and 160 euros. It's okay, but in that price point you have training companions that are a bit better in my opinion and that will work for more people. So, you know, it's a mixed review, I would say. That's it. Nevertheless, go to your local store, try it, purchase it on Top for Running with code META and test it. If it works for you, then great. Maybe if you're a fan of Asics and if you're a fan of that geometry, it will. Looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. Let's put here on the screen Metaspeed series, same colorway, so let's have it. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your ride, and go beyond your limits. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.